it's Christmas. If a flake of snow would show a HalfLifeSistah Yuletide, come on, let's go. Hear the beckoning, come for the gathering. It's Christmas. What times we live, what company we keep, forever together, sisters, soldiers we are. Let the mysteries of rain shine the bells. If a reindeer of old would visit us told.
Testing, testing. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what side of the world you're in. Welcome to Talk and Play. Sistah is back. You have officially entered into the Chit-Chat Vibe Session of the stream. Today, I have with me my sidekick, my assistant, and my co-host, Sir Toyfil and the Steph. Sir Toyfil, please hello. And Steph.
Hello, everybody.
She's trying to get her camera right.
Hello, everyone. I'm trying hard.
Still half of you there for a second, but hey.
She'll get it. She'll get it. Happy hump day, my loves. Wow, Miss Luna is in the chat. Hi, baby. Robert is in chat. We have Angelic Sweet Bones, okay, is in the chat. Hi, beautiful. So happy to have you with us today. Okay. Hopefully the others will come through our regular schmailers. We have, is that Drug? Drug Smug is here, baby. Yes, indeed. Disciple is in the house. Who else we have? Steph is in the house, of course, obviously.
Duh.
And I'm looking at their avatars. So yeah, how you guys doing? How y'all been? How have you guys been? This is I think my second or third night sleeping at the new place, so talking.
Oh, no wonder you having shit night's sleep.
Yeah, I think it's my third night. What's that? Thank you. Resub, Steph. Love you too, baby. Thank you so much. So yes, guys, and I'm trying to thank you. And
New environment.
Yeah, it's a new environment. It's a new environment, and Wolf hasn't been able to sleep here with me. He usually tucks me in every night, so that's different. So it was rough. I was not able to go to sleep last night until about 12:30 maybe, and then I woke up at 4 o'clock on the dot, and I stayed up until about probably 5:30, and then I fell asleep at some point, and then woke up at I think 7:45. It was rough. It was rough. So hopefully the more I'm here, the better it'll get. But it was really nice to be awoken this morning, Steph and Sotofo, by Amaya and our baby, our grandbaby. It was so nice. She brought him to me in bed, and we had a little playtime in the bed. You know what I'm saying? And off we went, and our day started. So it was really nice. It was refreshing. It really was. So yeah. How y'all doing? How you doing today, Steph? Anything new and exciting, baby, other than you being tired?
No, nothing really. Mousy has these new shoes under her hooves.
Oh, that's so great.
She's walking perfectly.
Oh my gosh, she is such a resilient horse. Like really, right? So Tofu, like she's so resilient. She keeps fighting. Man,
Yeah.
she's got so much heart.
Yeah, she was 8 weeks in prison now.
Oh, 8 weeks in prison. Oh, don't say that. But at least she gets to see you every day. You see her every day, right?
Every second.
Every other day? Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. When you see her, does she like give you some certain type of like happy energy, or she recognizes that's her mommy?
Yeah,
She-
sometimes she calls on me
Oh, that's
and says,
adorable.
"Hey, where's my food?"
Oh, that's precious. Wow, that's so precious. Well, that's wonderful, baby. Chris is in the house. Hi, baby. How was your weekend? Or this week, I guess you could say. How's your week so far, Chris? And so, Torful, anything new and exciting, baby?
Absolutely nothing.
No.
I went to the casino, went in with 50, walked out with 500. That's the only exciting thing I had
And
going
that's
on.
a big excitement. What do you mean, absolutely nothing? That is really exciting, sir.
Uh,
$500?
I'm just be happy when because you are a creature of habit. So I'm just waiting for you to be able to sleep decently.
Oh, thank you, baby.
Because
Yeah.
there's like little things changing the normality of life kind of fuck with you a lot. So
It does.
yeah.
It does. Thank you so much. I love you too, baby. Yeah, I'm trying. We're getting there though. It's getting a little better. A little better.
Yeah. Like you
Um,
always tell me, it's not like you have a choice, right?
That's true. Life moves on until it stops, you know? And perspective is a hell of a drug. So I'm very happy to be where I am. And everything is going great so far. It really is. We had a situation, though. Did I tell you guys we had a situation with... I didn't tell you because I was still reeling from it. And I was feeling really emotional and angry. And I don't think I even told you, Sir Toyful. Yeah, I didn't want to talk about it for a good minute. I'm like, I don't want to talk about it. I'm just pissed. I'm trying to like breathe through this and not focus on it too much. But Wolf is still heated, very heated. And it takes a lot to like really get Wolf reaction to things, or for him to meet me where my energy at. You know what I'm saying? He's more, when he's still very cool and level-headed, but he's really still fuming and from what happened. But about 2 weeks ago, we had a knock on the door, and guess who it was, guys? Just take a wild guess. Who was at my
The
front door?
IRS,
No.
the police.
Yes. And guess why they were here?
Because there was a black woman living on premises.
They got a call from one of my neighbors that they had to do a check, a safety check or what have you, because we have a baby or a toddler here that cries profusely all day long, and they want to make sure that he's not being abused. And we're like,
That's in a new place?
this is in the news. Yeah, the new place. I'm like, excuse me?
You got a caring for a neighbor, keep an eye out.
Absolutely. And so I'm like, ma'am, officer, that is an absolute lie and fabrication. This is the most chill baby you will ever meet, and all babies are good. And of course, he's a baby, so he might cry every now and then, but it's never profusely. It's never like to the point of someone would have concern. And he's such a chill baby, and I'm like, this is a lie. This is clearly, I feel now I am being targeted because I am an African American woman. And guys, the area that we're in, it's not even 1% black. It's like, it's mostly white and Hispanic / white adjacent. So it's like we're all unicorns. To see a black person in this area, it's like unfounded. So
So you're like in the Clearwater side of South Florida. Gotcha. Okay.
well, it's not just that. These are uppity people with, but yes, that. But, I was like, officer, I feel like I'm being targeted. And I explained to her why. And she said, for me, I mean, all babies cry. So to get a call about a baby crying, I'm like, but that's a lie, though. They fabricated this story. And I'm like, they're covering all bases because they're telling you it's a baby or a toddler. You don't know what it is, So I filed a report, and I explained to them that we are being targeted, that it's a false claim, and they have all that information down there. So if they get another call to come to our house, they have that information logged in that. So she reported that she saw the baby. She said he looks very healthy, very happy, which he is, well fed, clean. She said the house is clean. Everything was in order. So she put all of that in the report. And she said it was noted that it was an unfounded claim that someone made. It was an anonymous caller. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. Good old nosy neat. So
Next
Wolf
time that
is heated.
happens, turn it around on them. because you are entitled to get the information if you want to file a countersuit for harassment or whatever
Well,
the
the
other one
person
is.
called in anonymously, so they don't know where they live, who they are. You know, they allow people to call in anonymously, which is fine. But I at least, did my due diligence to make sure that I have information logged in their system about our concerns that we are being targeted. And, it was a lot. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. This baby rarely ever makes a noise. So they are literally targeting us because we're the only black family, one of the very few black families in the entire community. I'm like, wow, really? But thankfully the cop was so kind and she understood this time. She knew that something wasn't right, and she was so great about how she handled things with us. And yeah, it was great. So, if anything happens again, I'll be calling her. I got her number and information because I don't want to deal with no other cops. Every other cop I've ever dealt with, had interactions with, has always been negative. So she's the very first cop I've ever had an interaction with that came across like, she felt my pain and she understood where I was coming from. But yeah, that was like, so Wolf is still very, very pissed, very upset.
And on that note, the next time you better tell me about that shit so you can have some more emotional support, okay? Don't leave me out of stuff. But
yeah, it was
I
too
would
much
keep
to
a
talk
good eye
about.
out.
Yeah,
I would keep a
absolutely.
good eye out.
Absolutely.
Because that can definitely easily, if they don't get their way now, it can easily, what's the word I'm looking for? Escalate. Yeah, look at me for using big words.
Well, I would hope it wouldn't get to that point. Let's just hope that doesn't happen.
Oh, of course.
Good old nosy Ned, look out. They're lying though. That's the thing. If they were telling the truth, I'm like, yeah, he does, then I'm like, okay, I get it. They actually were concerned, but they just created a complete story, a lie that he's crying profusely all day and night. What? This baby barely cries. He's such a chill baby. Complete lie. Hi, Jono. I'm like, where Jono at? I wasn't gonna say anything, but hi, Sugar Pie. How you doing, baby? Yeah, I don't know if you heard the story I just shared with you all, but yeah, it was a lie. Yeah, they lying, disciple. They lying. Chris says I would set up a loudspeaker with not only a baby crying with a bunch of other weird noises and put it on continuous when you guys aren't home. Well, Wolf went ahead and purchased cameras for the entire house, for all over, We have one in the inside, but also throughout the outside the house as well, because we want to make sure that he gets an eye of whoever's coming around and, whatever. It's really weird. So this is his first encounter or experience dealing this closely with racism, and people being targeted and harassed. His family, I would say. So he's taking it very, very seriously, and he's still kind of super pissed about everything. Sounds like Indiana, the state now has to be all up in your business. Hi, baby. Angelic's in the house. She says,
Hey,
hi, everyone. Yeah. Yeah, snooties. Exactly, baby. They're horrible.
It's so sad and it makes me so angry.
I know, baby. I know.
And it's sad that I don't live near you.
You beat him
because
up.
you can ask Chris about that. I'm really good at research and I think I would found this person.
Really? I don't know how, because they're called anonymously. They didn't give their name or where they live.
Yeah,
You can look at Facebook around the neighborhood what they are writing.
Oh.
Yeah, that would be a good one. Find your neighbor's name and find them all on Facebook. Then you can see if they're
Listen,
wearing MAGA hats. It's time to build a wall between you and them.
and that's another thing. We had a lot of MAGA signs in the neighborhood. I saw probably 2 Harris wall signs, but most of them were MAGA. I'm like, oh my God. Whew. But I when I walk now, I walk with my switchblade. I'm ready to slice somebody up if I have to. I'm like,
Better not be a switch.
I'm
It
ready.
better not be a switchblade.
It is a switchblade. Is it illegal in Florida?
It's illegal in the entire United States. It's considered a Class 2 felony.
Look it up, Steph. I can't believe that's protection. So a knife
It's
is
not.
illegal, but
You
not a
cannot.
gun?
You cannot carry any automatic blades. You cannot carry self-locking blades, automatic switch blades. You cannot self-deploying blades. You can carry pocket knives and solid knives, but according to the weapons people that control all of our guns and ammo, you cannot carry switchblades or brass knuckles anywhere in the United States.
Okay, well, Steph is on the job right now. She's gonna look it up. And the cipher says, but it puts you in the system, which is what I don't like. Yeah, I agree.
The internet says about this. Automatic knives, switchblades, and butterfly knives are legal to own in Florida. They can be legally carried in the open, similar to other knives. If you want to concealed carry any automatic knife, regardless of the blade size, you must possess a concealed carry permit.
Okay, so you need a permit, so you can carry it, but you need a permit. Then I need to get me. Well, you say you can't carry; it's illegal, sir.
Them in 90% of the states, switchblades, automatic blades, the way they classify knives has always been different than guns. And if you ever look up how people were treated that used a knife for self-defense versus a gun for self-defense, the people that used knives usually got a little less leeway than the person with a gun. Don't ask me why, but that's just the way it is.
That's fine. No, I just wanted to make sure that you say it's illegal, so I'm gonna make sure it's not illegal. But I do. So you're saying if I do carry it out in the open, I need a permit for it?
Yes, I think it's like here in Germany, you can make it's called kleiner Waffenschein.
Small weapons permit.
It's for pepper spray and something like that.
That's what you should carry is pepper spray. I'll buy you a bottle.
Well, pepper spray. I had a bottle. Myself and our daughter had a bottle some years ago, and we never used it. And then fast forward, I think 2 years later, I decided to try to test it, to spray it outside, and it clogged. It was not working. It's as if it was nothing in it. So I don't know if pepper spray dries
12
after.
months. 12 months, you need a new one. I buy Ariel and Katrina new ones all the time. Every 12 months, you need a new one. That's why they're so cheap nowadays. Every 12 months, you need a new one.
Okay.
And never spray it against the wind.
No, never do that.
Don't pee into the wind either. I'll tell you
Never do
that.
that. Chris says it could also
If
be.
the wind comes from behind the person, manage to move around the person and then
if it was
spray.
that easy. If it was that easy. Chris says it could also be an older person that's not used to children, especially in the neighborhood. Well, so the thing is, there are kids next door. There's kids next door, like on both sides and across the street. This throughout the neighborhood. And there's no old people that lives like right in around me in my vicinity. The first few houses across on the side and behind us, to my understanding. So I doubt that. And the person that lives behind us seemingly is a nice person because he saw us walking, and he said, because he came in front of the house because he lived behind us, and he saw our daughter and myself walking. He said, "You guys, you're the new neighbors?" I'm like, "Yeah." He said, "Okay, I live right behind you." So they clearly seem okay, and they saw us with the baby as well. So I doubt if it's them right behind us. I think that it's just a lie. It was a complete lie. It wasn't about being concerned or anything like that, Chris. It was a blatant lie. They're fabricating a story about us. That's not true. To create
your houses
problems.
aren't so close together that I would be able to hear your child from across the street. You know how loud that freaking kid would have to be to hear across like the distances of the spread of the houses. So if you're saying your closest neighbor is cool with you, you don't know it's a fucking lie, because you couldn't even hear a kid that loud across the street or what have you.
Well, they're outside playing, yeah, but like crying, like they're saying
exactly.
He's crying to the point of they want to make sure that he's not her exact words want to make sure that he's not being abused. Like what?
Exactly.
I
So
couldn't believe it.
that's what I'm saying. That has to be a lie, because how loud would an infant have to be heard across the street or 2-3 houses down? No.
Well, that's the thing, we don't know. But I mean, if a child is screaming inside profusely at a certain range, I think you can hear them outside though. Jono says, didn't the NAACP declare Florida a no-go zone for African Americans? I don't know, but
Yes, they did.
I feel like we should definitely move out of the state. But this is what they want. They want us to move away from this. They want us to move out of the country and then the state. They really do. Damn, Disciple says, sorry. But it sounds like you guys should move again. We're gonna be here for a few years. That's the plan, to stay here for a good 3, maybe 4 years at the most. And then we're gonna go our separate ways. Whitney, our daughter, and her partner and the baby will go on their place, and we'll find something for Wolf and I. But we want to raise the baby here together for the first few years of his life until he goes off to school. So that's why we're here, and we're gonna make it work. I'm hopeful that we won't have any issues again. I'm hopeful.
And if
It's
not,
hard,
call
Chris.
me your lion and I would eat their faces.
Yes. Absolutely. Chris says, why can't you just believe sir when he tells you something? Because he didn't give me full information. He gave me part truth. I want to make sure that it's the full truth and not partly truth. So what he did was gave me part of the truth, but not the full truth, which is why I wanted her to look it up, because that's an important part to know, that I can carry it if I have a permit. And so now I know that I actually can, and it's not just illegal, because that's not actually accurate. Take a screwdriver. So what about a screwdriver, guys? I can take a screwdriver with me, Chris says.
Get a walking
Hey,
stick.
Brandon. A walking stick.
You got a bum knee. Walk with a cane. Get a nice aluminum or metal cane that can take a beating. Nobody can say shit. It's like in California, if you got a baseball bat in your car, it's actually that you can get charged for, unless you have a glove and a ball to go with it. But that's Cali. So, but you can definitely carry a walking stick. Carry a nice solid cane.
I want to. If somebody tries to hurt me or my grandbaby, or my daughter, I want to kill them, not injure them. So I need a knife. I'm sorry. I can't. They're gonna have to die.
need
I'm
good
sorry.
aim.
Guys. And I'm not a violent person, but one time I will do whatever I have to do to protect my babies. You know, that's just the bottom of the line. I will give no fucks, if you will.
Yeah,
So
but you
I'm
gotta
not
make sure
trying
they
to
don't
injure
die.
you. If it's self-defense, what are you talking about?
They don't give a shit because you don't have a witness anymore. They can't cross-examine. There was a woman that was being raped. She killed her attacker. She ended up going to jail for 15 years because they couldn't cross-examine the corpse to make sure that did he actually try to rape her. You want to keep him talking just long enough that the cops can verify that he tried to attack
So
you.
Torfel, do you really think that if I am trying to fight for my life, I'm going to be thinking, oh, let me not kill them? Like, that's so unrealistic. If I'm trying to
during
fight
the fight, no.
If
During
I'm
the fight, no.
if I'm defending myself and my child and my grandbaby in a tense situation, I'm not going to pull my knife out just for the hell of it. It is only to protect myself, and if I have to use that knife, I'm going to use it because legally I have a permit to use it. So if they end up getting killed, okay, I hope they don't, but if they do, I'll deal with that after that. I'm not going to be thinking, oh, I don't want to kill him. No one thinks that way. It's unrealistic to be thinking, oh, I don't want to kill him in the motion of me trying to protect and defend myself. That's kind of silly.
No, it's not.
Why don't you carry an axe with you? Because an axe is not a weapon, it's a tool. So
An axe.
you can say you were just about to split your wood in your garden and then they came and attacked you and you have to split their head in 2.5.
Damn. Angelic says Wintersmith makes me carry a screwdriver if I go out on my own. Wow. Oh, guys, I just picked up this tool that was on the ground. I just saw it on the floor.
Like in every game, the axe was there. Don't know where it came from.
Yes, exactly. Bear spray
Left
works.
4 Dead.
Yeah. Bear spray works better than pepper spray because it's closer to mace, which is not allowed for people here, but bear spray is. Okay. Longer than 8 inches. Where's my knife? It's a pretty blade too. Live and learn and adapt. Wow. We didn't have more regulations for beer than they do with grenades and knives. That's the same in America, I think. People can have their house riddled with all type of assault rifles. And I think heavy machinery. And that's apparently legal to own. Wild. Don't tell them about it, just ask if there anyone you should look out for or any nut jobs in the neighborhood. I just might do that. Yeah. Hi, Smug. Playing some Path of Exile. Oh. Okay, baby, you'll chat each time you die. That's so cute. Thank you for hanging with us. Ooh, you have a cane with a sword inside. My goodness. Yeah, you know, that I get what you're saying, Chris, and I can appreciate that. But again, it's just unrealistic to be thinking that if I'm fight or flight is not saying I'm gonna fight and flight, but I'm gonna also be thinking of not killing the person that I'm trying to, because you have adrenaline. It's just unrealistic. So while I get that, to tell a person that is kind of unrealistic to expect them to actually be able to do that in a fight or flight situation, it's not really heard of, if I'm being honest. That's my most humblest opinion ever. my bag is heavy too. Except when I carry little small rattan purses, but the other bag, it's huge and it's heavy. It's that thick leather. It's real heavy. Violence make me sick to my stomach, but I went through it in some ways growing up, getting beaten up by bullies and having to learn to defend myself which involved some violence for a time. Fortunately for me, I was successful after a time. Yeah, I don't like violence either, but when it comes to, again, protecting someone that I love, I don't want it, but I'm here I'm ready to meet you where you at. I will tell you that. I will meet you where you stand. I will. Have a 12 gauge semi-automatic assault rifle at home and a 1911 on me at all time. What is a 1911? Is that a pistol? What is a 1911? Yes. Really?
It's a 1911 is a pistol.
Jeez Louise. I'm scared, guys. I am so terrified of guns. I really am. And a lot of people in Florida, they have them.
Because you don't need a permit to carry them concealed any longer.
That's crazy. All right. So who's got a hot topic for us today?
I do, but let her go first. Ladies first.
Okay, so it's even a short one. So it's about Nico McBrain, the drummer for British heavy metal institution Iron Maiden. And since 1982, so he was the drummer 42 years, has announced his decision to step down from the band. A message from the musician reads as follows. After much consideration, it is with both sorrow and joy, I announce my decision to take a step back from the grind of the extensive touring lifestyle. Today, Saturday, December 7th, Sao Paulo will be my final gig with Iron Maiden.
Oh.
I wish the band much success moving forward.
Oh.
So, Simon Dawson, a former session drummer from Suffolk, will be on the drum chair for the band's The One for Your Life's World Tour next year. Dawson will be well known to Maiden's global army of fans. For more than a decade, he has played with Harris' other band called British Lion.
British Lion. Okay. So he's hanging it all up.
Yes, he's retiring.
I don't blame him, because you know what? Even if you're like enjoying, I don't know if he has a family. Does he have a family? Do you know of? Wife, children, or anything like that?
I don't know that.
Yeah, because I mean, you know, while you can clearly see that this is a passion, you know, they're making good money, of course, but this is clearly a passion for him, and he loves what he does. But I think at some point, like, how do you not just get tired and bogged down with always on the go, you know, traveling and away from your family, your loved ones, and like, at what point in your life are you gonna just retire and just enjoy being with family? You know what I'm saying? Like, I would miss that so much. I would miss that so much. So good for him. You know, he's almost 80 years old.
I don't know, but
What, he's
I
70?
can look that up.
It's crazy sauce.
Yep.
And it'll be me doing reactions, having my live show in the next 20 years. You're like, girl, you need to retire. I'm like, I don't want to.
So he was born in 1952.
1952. My math ain't
14 years before me. And I'm 58, so add 14 years to that. In the
And he's
70s?
retiring
72.
after you, Sir
Yeah.
Teufel.
Yeah. Yes.
Look at all perfect.
Wow.
But he really looks old. He looks very...
Really? He looks rough? Really?
Yes.
72, thank you, baby. Wow. Thank you, Wolf. Wolf finally came. Where's your avatar, though, baby? What's good?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, because you're probably not on Twitch. Thank you so much for posting that. Okay, well, good for him. Good for him. I was listening to Iron Maiden in the car with Wolf the other day, and I was just, you know, going over, you know, remembering the concert that he took me to for my birthday 3 years ago, I think, or 4 years ago. It was before the pandemic, right? Any
believe so.
whatever. And I was just like, just surprised at how happy and how much fun I had at that concert, not even being a real diehard fan as he and other people that were there were. You know, I just knew a few of his songs he introduced me to before we went to the concert. But I mean, the experience of everything, you know, he worked that entire stage. The performance, it was just so theatrical and just so phenomenal. It was so surreal being there, and I enjoyed it so much. I mean, I was crying for most of the concert. It was just an extraordinary feeling, and it was just so wonderful. So I can't imagine Bruce Dickinson retiring anytime soon, because he's got that energy. He's like all over the place. He's in the best shape of his life probably. And Wolf said that he's moving as well as he did 30, 40 years ago. So wow, you know, I mean, good for Bruce for keeping it going. Nico McBrien is the same age as my father. Okay. Remember the reaction to Back in the Village with Iron Maiden? I requested you dug the drums on that a lot. With Nico. Okay. All right. Oh, I wonder how Bruce feels about him leaving. Bittersweet. Does Bruce have a family?
I think he does, but he's always been not musically, but kind of going against the whole rock genre stereotype. I mean, no tattoos, not a single tattoo on that man, and a rather clean lifestyle.
Well, no,
all
I know
things
that.
considering.
Yeah, I know that. I'm asking if he has a family.
I don't know. Let's look.
It seems like he only has his wife since. They live in Paris since 2020.
They live in Paris? Okay.
They get married in the year 2023.
Okay, and he has, according to Jono.
And
fact
I
checker.
don't find another
3
family
kids.
members.
He's got 3 kids. Because this is his 3rd marriage.
I wonder if his wife travels with him. I'll be traveling with him. Yeah, listen, I'll be traveling with him. I can't. I can't. Mick Ace is in the house. Thank you for lurking, baby. Does him? Yeah. Hi, baby. Hi. I love you too, sugar. Thank you so much for lurking and joining us today, Mick Ace. So nice to see you guys down there on the screen. Yes, Lord. They probably do, Chris. Have doctor degrees. All right, so Topa, what do you got for us for a hot topic?
Give me 1 second. I gotta pull it back up. Okay, whatever. Here we go. So in a new interview, Phil Sousen, who's credited, he played on Ozzy's album The Ultimate Sin, who is also credited for writing Shot in the Dark, which was a highly successful song. He basically was commenting on the way music monetization has changed. So at one time, we used to be like, here's a free lighter, have a free headband, have a free baseball cap. Here's a cheap ticket, come to our gig, and then please go buy the record. Now what we do is give you a record, say, here, come see our show, buy a baseball cap, buy a lighter, buy a t-shirt, buy an expensive concert ticket. So what's really changed is the monetization is that the money from nowadays comes from merch for bands, comes from merchandising and from the concert. And the argument now is that while places like, the CEO for Spotify is raising the rates, but he's not paying the artists anymore. So I did a little bit more looking into it. So just a quick breakdown, and then I'll give you 2 examples. Apple Music pays 0.01 cent per stream. That is the highest of all of them. In comparison, people that stream their music from Amazon will pay the artist 0.04 cents per stream. So that means if you have 1 million streams on Apple, because people like your music, you get a whopping $10,000. You get $4,200 only on Amazon. And if you still use Pandora, that same artist only gets $690 for you streaming his music. So Metallica's 72 Season album has been streamed nearly 2 billion times. Now, if this happened on Apple, you could say they got $20 million for their work. If it was streamed on Amazon, they got $8 million for their work. If it was streamed on YouTube, they only got $1 million for their work. So you can see, depending on the streaming service, the amount drastically changes. So if you break that apart, everything across all the streaming platforms, they got maybe $10 million for their stream. Now that sounds like a lot, but you got to remember, they still have to pay the production crew. They have to pay, it's almost up to $350,000 just to use a studio. So in comparison, the old ways, Ride the Lightning came out in the mid 80s. That album sold 6 million copies. In 1984, the average record price was $10 per album. So they would have made $60 million just on Ride the Lightning in 80s money. Now compare that to today's money, it would be in the billions. In that comparison, 72 Seasons of Metallica with an 1984 price of $10 would have made them a $20 billion profit. So production is anywhere around $350,000 to produce an album. Then you have to pay promotion, your manager, and everybody else. So there's really, that's why a lot of artists are saying there's really no more actual money in producing entire albums because nobody listens to them, and we can't get any money for our work. So all the work, the money that they make is now in merchandising and in the concerts that they produce. Because the concerts, they many times, there's two different ways. They get a percentage of the ticket price, or they do concerts for a flat fee. We're paying you $2 million to go on tour for X amount of shows. Whatever the production company makes off of that, that's profit they get to keep. You need to shut up. You get paid a salary to do this. So there is I mean, if you just think about this for a minute, in 1984, Metallica on the release of one album made $60 million. Of course, that's not counting all the money that has to go out, like I said, for production crews, everything else. And also, you got to remember, producing the album was probably cheaper. Nowadays, that same album would have made a third of that with all the costs increase and everything else, and still would have made a third.
Hmm. 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 I guess a lot of artists are living well because they get advances, I think, maybe.
A lot of artists live well because they've been around for a long time, and the ones that are living well have been around for quite a while.
I'm talking
They haven't
about like
accumulated wealth.
new up and coming artists that their lives have changed
They're getting
dramatically.
not only advances, but the production company. I looked into that. A lot of times, the producers and the production companies, what they'll do is they'll get them the house that they live in to show off in. So
Yeah.
it was a really big thing in the late 90s. Record companies would basically lease a house and then have their stars move in so they can show how luxurious they live. Their jewelry was rented. Their
Yeah, I
cars were
know that
leased.
part. um, that's the whole you. Now, I don't know anything about much at all. I don't know anything about Apple, excuse me, or Pandora or any of those places, but I do know a little bit about YouTube, just a little bit. Squint. And I know of just certain commentators or pundits that make an enormous amount of money, more than 6 figures a year, close to $1 million a year, just uploading their own content, non-copyright, copyright-free content of their own, just talking, and they get lots and lots and lots of views. Excuse me, and they make a lot of money. So why doesn't that same rule apply to people that are uploading their own music to YouTube?
There's more hands in the pot. You have a producer, you have a production art company.
So that doesn't apply to
and
indie artists.
it can do to indie artists if they put up their own music and then get the views on that. But again, if you're a production and you're trying to make this a living, you're trying to make this big, Spotify only, for example, Spotify is the worst. They pay 0.003 cents per stream. So if you got 1 million streams out of these knuckleheads, you would get maybe like, crap, $300. 1 million streams on on Spotify would get you $340.
Yeah, so again, so like the hands in the pot, but yeah, for indie artists, it's a little different, I would assume, because they don't have a whole bunch of hands in the pot.
That's true, but they also don't have the notoriety. They don't have the advertising power behind them to say, hey, come check out a new album.
Yeah, baby, that's not the point I'm making, though. That's a different focus. I'm talking about when it comes to producing your own music and uploading it to YouTube versus having other people working and doing all of that. Wolf says, why is it when we talk about, and thank you, Saul, for the resubscription, baby. Why is it when we talk about making money in metal, we only talk about the richest bands? I don't know, baby.
I picked them because there was the biggest difference in a 1984 album versus a 2024 album. It was like the largest gap in income between the two that I could find by looking the research. Plus, people don't usually, you can't Google like some obscure little band and figure shit out. It's usually the bigger bands where the analytics track it a lot better.
Wolf says no one ever got into metal expecting to make money. Maybe not back in the day, but I think nowadays they are hoping at least to make some good money. No, baby, you haven't missed the wheel yet. Oh, that's Luminous. Hi, Sugar Pie. How you doing? The bracelet you made for me, I think I finally have worn it to the point where I need to return it to you because it stabbed me the other day. It's not your fault or anything you did wrong, but I've had it now for like 3 years, I think. And the wear and tear, and I can't wear it at this point now because the wires are like getting frost and stuff. So I need to send that as well as my ring to you, and it's really hard because I don't want to part with them, but I need to send them to you to fix for me. Please and thank you. And I got you. Look up that word. Okay, Thank you for greeting Luminous and Salt. Yeah, but Metallica probably made more money than every other metal band combined. Really? Oh.
Yeah, and again, the only reason I used them is because their analytics were being tracked, and it shows even regardless how much money they make. If you look at the difference in their income, imagine how that correlates down to smaller bands that don't know the system as well, and probably getting even more abused by their production companies and their managers and stuff like that.
Imp is in the house. Hi, Sugar Pie. We're just talking about all kind of stuff, but right now we're discussing the whole, how the bands and music people get paid on YouTube versus, what's it called, iHeart? Whatever you call that crap.
No, the ones
Apple?
that I was basically using, yeah, it was Apple, Amazon, SoundCloud, YouTube, Pandora, and Napster. I didn't even know Napster was still around, but Spotify.
They're the richest metal band, Metallica?
Yeah, they are.
Really?
Because they had very strong commercial success for a while other metal bands not so much.
Wow. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and spin the wheel. Thank you for both of you for the hot topics. My co-hosts, they're amazing, right? They're amazing. So let me see. Thank you again, Steph. I know it's late for you, baby, so I appreciate you for joining us at least for Chit-Chat Vibe Session, especially since I was able to start
I'm
on
here.
time today.
I'm alive.
Yes, you are.
And
baby.
I stay as long as I can.
I know you will, and I appreciate you. Both of you. All right, so let me go ahead and bring up my wheel. Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? Why are you acting stupid all of a sudden? Oh, it's fine. Oh, maybe that's why. Okay, there we are. All right, so let me get my question.
Did you come up with a new question last week that you were really happy and proud of?
I did?
I think so. You came up with something new and you're like, oh, I'm going to have to add that to the wheel.
Oh,
I gotta
man.
start remembering this nonsense shit. Getting
I
old.
wrote it down, but I've been posting all. What I do is I post it on WhatsApp desktop, and I've been posting all kind of stuff on here recently. I don't know what the hell I posted it. Hold on.
San Francisco had a really nice earthquake.
Why'd you say
7.0,
that?
and now
A
we,
really nice
and now-
earthquake? Dang, that's terrible.
well, nice as in when you call something bad, it's actually good. Yeah, that kind of, it's Gen X shit. But any
You're
whatever.
so online, as Wolf would say.
But yeah, no, first they had a 7.0 earthquake, which is mind-bending. And then now Malibu and everything is burning again. I'm like, we don't have wildfires in the wintertime, but I guess we do now.
Right. Okay, cool. Oh, cool. Holiday song. Great. This is the one holiday or month holiday that I noticed that I don't really request you guys like I do in Hollow Scream Month songs that's fitted for the season. But so thank you so much for that, Salt. But yeah, maybe we can. And also we usually listen to Taria's Christmas album. during this month, and we haven't heard anything by her. Nonetheless, so this is a good one. This is the one I had wrote down last week. What is my favorite cookie? What is the flavor of my favorite cookie? This is a really easy one. I just told you guys last week. We did listen to Ice Nine Kills in October. Oh, I love that. I love it. That's close. That's my second. Luminous Luminous came in first with peanut butter cookie. Yes, baby. Good job, Luminous. Are you writing this stuff down? I hope not. I hope you're not writing this stuff down. I hope you're not cheating. I really hope you're not cheating. But yes, it's peanut butter. Snickerdoodle, that's the one with the Snickers. It's like, it has Snickers pieces in it, right? Because I love that. Okay, great. You have a really good memory. But yeah, Salt was right. Okay. Angelic was right. Okay. Y'all know me. Y'all know me. Steph didn't even know the answer. That's terrible. I'm surprised she didn't know the answer.
I'm not supposed to participate on that.
I know. Did you know the answer?
I would have guessed it's peanut butter.
Really?
Because when we sent you the birthday gifts, you mentioned that.
Wow, you have a really good memory. Man.
That's why she's not allowed to participate.
That is very accurate. The only that I have written down is Wolf's height. Wow. But you know, guys, what is my favorite German candy? I'm gonna spin the wheel though. What is the name of my favorite German candy?
I remember that. I'm looking for it every time I go to the German store.
Oh, well, you've won a co-host spot again, Luminous. Maybe once you actually join as a co-host, this will go away. I think it's karma. I think it's karma. Do you know the answer to that one, Steph?
No. Was it these milky drops?
Yeah.
Something?
Milch.
I don't know them.
That's my
I don't know
one.
a sweet that named Milch.
I'll send you a
Really?
picture of it.
Yes, please.
Wait a minute. You don't know that? It's a German candy, I thought. You don't know all the German candies in the world? That's like me asking.
I'm not that candy person.
You know, there are some candies I think you guys sent me. I think Chris maybe sent it to me. And it's apparently a popular American candy. And I didn't know that one. So I'm expecting you, because you're German, to know every German candy. What the hell's wrong with me?
Sir Teufel is going to help me on that.
I'm trying to find it because there's a whole bunch of different versions of it. I just gotta find the right
Why?
one.
I know Milchkühe.
Yeah, and then you have Milchhonig, which is milk and honey.
I don't know if I want that one. It's just regular milk. It tastes
I'm
like,
looking.
oh my God. It tastes like it could be like a mixture of caramel with the milk and chocolate. And it's
Is it like an orangey
no
kind of color
it's not orangey.
package? Meine
No.
kleine Kuh.
No, it was a blue package with white.
Gotcha,
That's what
okay.
I know them for. It's cow bonbon. So
Okay.
And it's like hard on the
Ooh,
outside and soft on it. It's like a gooey yumminess on the inside. It's the best candy I think I've ever eaten. You know, I love Snickers and everything like that. It's not coming down there. Oh, Alice Cooper. Okay. You're such an old soul, Salt. It's crazy. I wonder how that happened. Is it because your parents listened to this like older music and when you were growing up and you just, you know, gravitated to it, or it's just, what is it? What is it? You just love old school music, which I love. You know, speaks to
Sir
my heart as
Teufel?
well.
Could it be Vollmilchbrocken?
That's possible. We'll figure it out. I'll just start buying them all until we
It,
get
it
to
has a blue package.
Yeah, it has a blue package. Hold on.
Sister, I sent it to you via Discord so you can answer me if it's that.
Let me see. Hold on. Eine Minute bitte. Oh, on Discord or WhatsApp?
Discord.
Oh, on the chat, the server. Okay, hold on.
No, in private.
Oh, okay, here it
Message.
is. I think this is it. The package looks a little different, but I think this is it. Oh,
Yeah,
caramel
you can see it. It
bound-
has a hard cover and
This is it. This is it. I think
honey
this
or
is it.
something in it.
This is it.
Pick
This
me
is
this.
it. Because it has
Send
the
me-
caramel. What's what? Mish.
Vollmilchbrocken.
What does that mean, Vollmish?
It's milk,
Whole milk.
high fat milk.
Whole milk.
Okay, good. Yeah, and it has like the inside. It has like a.
So they filtered no fat from the milk, so that's called Vollmilch.
Oh.
Yeah.
Again, the
whole milk.
package looks different, but I do remember it tasting like a mildly caramel kind of, taste with milk chocolate with. Oh, it was just so. Guys, when I had it, I'm like, why does this pack only have a few in here? Like, what is going on? Why would they do this in Germany?
It matches what you are describing, so I think that must be it.
I hope so. I've been living.
Well, now
to
that I have a
this.
picture of it, I can start looking for it better in the German stores.
Okay, great.
Yeah, and I keep that in mind for your birthday next year.
Yes! Thank you, guys. I did it. I finally did it. I'm gonna have milk chocolate candy. Is there any chocolate in this though?
No.
Or is it just milk and caramel?
No, them are without chocolate.
Oh, so there's no chocolate. Ooh.
But they got caramel in them.
All right, cool. I'm excited. If you see different ones, listen, just send me different ones. It's fine. All right, so that's my favorite, one of my favorite candies. Oh, if they have any chewy ones like that too, guys, like the soft ones too, like if it's the same flavor but soft. Oh, baby. Hi, girl. Now I just want sweets. I know, right? Hi, baby. Welcome to Dream. Thank you for joining me. I love you too, Sugar. I see you down there. I see you, group. Big Groot in the house. All right, baby. So time is up. I'm sorry, Lumens, you got the freaking guest co-host spot. When are you gonna be a guest co-host? Like when? Herbal tablets? Ooh, herbal tablets. That sounds very interesting.
I sent you the soft ones again in this.
They're soft? Oh, wait a second. This one might. Hold on. I'm gonna
That
post it.
what I was talking about, the Kuh bonbon.
Oh, I remember
posted it.
those.
This might also be it. This one I just posted, guys. Open image.
Okay, I will buy you both for your birthday next year.
Okay.
The quality for
You
me,
don't
cool.
have to, but thank you. And I'm not trying to make you guys do this. I'm not trying to like encourage you guys to do this. I'm not doing that.
I also can send you an empty package. It's on you.
Don't do that, because the package I got felt empty. Freaking, I think it was like probably 8. I don't know. It was like a miniature. Heartbreaking.
I'll go look next week when I go down to Old World.
Okay, thank you. You said you sent me the soft ones, Steph. Let me see. This is the same one, but it's a different cover.
Yeah, it's not the same producer.
I want to try it. I'm
but
gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. I
the
wanna try it.
taste is very, very much the same.
Milch und Butter. Ooh.
They are also available in much varieties, so lakritz and
Licorice.
Oh no, thank you.
in different
Licorice.
colors with honey and apple.
No licorice for
Don't
me.
know who want that.
No. licorice, does it has the same flavor? Like licorice, do they all have the same kind of bitter? Or it's just how they're made, like the texture?
They're all bitter. That's the whole point of licorice. It's a root.
No
If you get the
No, thank you.
really, really good
Thank you.
kind, like that's not artificial, holy shit, it's evil.
No. But I will say though, Jono sent us the little fish candy, the jelly, you know. I forget
Oh,
what they-
Swedish fish, yeah.
Yeah, but it had the different flavors. And he suggested to Wolf that we try the licorice one, the black one, with another kind. And it tastes good. And he was right. I don't know how, but it did taste better together. It was weird. Weird. But yeah. Early rise for work tomorrow. Oh, and the next day of the overtime gotta okay. No. Okay. Good night, Jono. Thank you for joining us, baby. Have a good night. He's got overtime. Well, alrighty then. Make that money, baby. Make that money. Make that
They
money.
used to offer us overtime, and I would never take it.
You just hate working. You hate working. You
No,
hate the
it's
people.
I ended up. People took so much overtime that they ended up losing money because you jumped the tax bracket. So the only time I ever worked overtime was for comp time, for days off, so I have more vacation time.
Yeah, that to me makes sense to me.
And especially while my kids were in school, I was getting government grants and stuff for their colleges. And if I was making too much money, I would have had to pay for all that shit out of pocket, which was going to be more than I would have made in overtime. So I'm
Gotcha.
like, nah, no thanks. Not
Gotcha,
doing this
gotcha.
nonsense.
Love you, Yana. That's for you, okay? Thank you, baby. Chris says, I only sent you the Swedish fish as a joke because Jono's Swedish. But they were, I had to hide them. And when I had a craving for something sweet and soft, I just ate the whole bag. Like, it was horrible. I hid them from Wolf, you know, really. But man, they were so good. Thank you all for saying goodnight to Jono. Faithful. Oh, faithful. Oh, stinky Swedish fish. Oh. Winter has never really done overtime. Yeah, back in the days when I was much younger, when I worked at the hospital, I did overtime back then. That money was good. It was real good. But I personally enjoy time off much more than extra money. Saul coming through. He's like, listen, the door's open. I'm going to walk all the way in. Let me see what he got here so far. Whoa. Whoa, I need to copy this over. I have one more slot before this thing is really sold. Yeah. Oh, really? 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 Really, guys? Stuff? Really, stuff? Really? Oh, really? Something well? Wow.
It's not going to get any more real by you repeating the word really.
Really? Wow. Whoa. Wow. Whoa. It's going to be lit, guys. It's going to be lit. All right, let me copy this over. And let me take my little break.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I have it here already, so we're good.
Yeah, but I don't have I need to make sure I copy it over because I need to make sure I have what they're sending in their caption.
Gotcha. Yeah, that always disappears. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, you guys are so cool. This is crazy, guys. I wasn't expecting this. Miss Luna, Steph, Satorville, Salt too. Wow. Amp. Wow, guys. Wow. Gonna be litty. All right, so thankfully, since you're late for yourself, we're gonna be doing yours after Miss Luna. So then you can float away if you have to, baby. Drift away into a nice sleep coma, okay?
Yeah, I think 1.5 hours maybe I can stand.
Okay, baby. No problem at all. Thank you. And if you're too sleepy when I get back, we can hold yours. So let Sotofo know we can hold it for Friday, okay? If you get too
No,
sleepy.
everything fine.
Okay, good.
I had my nap today.
Okay, wonderful. Wow, okay, 15 years. Okay. Old school, baby. Yeah, old school. Okay. All right, guys, I'm going to end the stream on YouTube, and we're going to, continue on Twitch. So join us there, okay? If you have not followed me yet, the link to my Twitch channel is in the description, or one of my moderators can be kind enough to post it there below for you guys. And once the break is over, we'll continue the stream with our live reactions. So say bye, guys, for now.
Bye for now.
Bye for now.
See you soon.